This is Celebrity Page TV. We're covering pop culture news from around the world. I'm Sonia Isabel here in the CelebrityPage.com New York City newsroom. From Hollywood to your hometown, here's what's on today's episode.
I had to have a physical therapist there, working on my body every few days.
Our interview with Naomi Watts as the Oscar nominee shares about the role that took a painful toll on her, both physically and emotionally. Also,
I got to be like the boss babe.
She hit it big on TV as Clarissa and Sabrina find out why Melissa Joan Hart has now moved behind the microphone. Plus,
I love this show. I think it's smart and funny.
SNL great Anna Gasteyer swings by to take her new sitcom out for a test drive. But first, we're closing out Women's History Month with a See Her special. Each week, we celebrate women in the entertainment industry who are bringing talent and authenticity to the roles they take on and off screen. Today, we're sharing interviews with some of our favorite leading ladies, beginning with Naomi Watts. This week, she's debuting her new movie, Infinite Storm. We caught up with her earlier this month to chat about her other recent film, The Desperate Hour. Here's our See Her spotlight.
Hello? My son's student at Lakewood High School. There's someone with a gun.
In her new film, The Desperate Hour, Naomi playing a mother who learns there's been a shooting at her son's school.
It's a real-life story that seems to come into our news feed too often, and haunting for any person. It's so impossible to get your head around.
Noah, where are you?
Help, he's here.
Who's here?
I'm scared.
Noah, don't...
Naomi, a mom to 2 children herself, identifying immediately with the terrifying story.
So I just wanted to play this character because a mother who's going through this moment in real time, and how she would react and how she would deal with it. What is her nervous system up for, and how can she come back into her power and cope with this situation? And who, and can you as an audience member identify with this woman at that point in time?
Naomi making a career out of playing heart-pounding roles, earning Oscar nominations for the films The Impossible and 21 Grams.
I tend to gravitate towards subjects of the difficult kind that do spark up a conversation, and may turn out that not everybody is going to be up for that kind of challenging thinking, but in my mind, I think some of those stories are the most necessary.
Unknown number.
Who is it?
My son's there with you.
You're lying. You're the police.
No, I'm his mom.
The Desperate Hour is in theaters and available on demand now. And for more information, visit seeher.com. Our next See Her spotlight is on actress Anna Gasteyer. We're chatting all about her busy career, including her newest hit series, American Auto.
I'm stealing your hubcaps. It's fine. I'm the new CEO.
Anna is back on NBC doing what she does best, making us laugh.
I'd like to think of all of you guys as musicians, and I am just the conductor.
The SNL alum now starring in the new comedy American Auto as the CEO of a car company.
As a person who is kind of a CEO of her own little company, I do feel, like it's a good time for this role on television.
It's not a woman, it's a car.
All cars are women, everyone knows that.
Well, this car is a man, okay?
Figures. First car to do the driving, and it's a man.
She's brought in to move the company into the future, and she comes from Big Pharma, so her morals are somewhat questionable, but she's a good girl boss, and she doesn't know anything about cars, but she doesn't let that get in her way.
And you're listening to The Delicious Dish.
Anna not letting anything get in her way, from her days performing on SNL to writing and producing movies.
It was the cause of it all.
And even recording her own music.
You have to kind of invent things as you go. I mean, you can't, as an actor, there are plenty of actors, I guess, that sit around and wait for the phone to ring, but I get bored.
What is that?
Molly.
Something else that keeps Anna from getting bored, her friendships with other female comedians who she's been close with since Saturday Night Live.
It's the greatest thing that came out of the show for me. I mean, obviously, it's a once-in-a-lifetime and a career-making show. It changed the trajectory of everything that happened thereafter, but the way that I would not have anticipated while I was there is that because it gave me a community and a sort of sisterhood that I could turn to really consistently.
Look for Anna in American Auto streaming on Peacock. And for more information, visit seeher.com. Another actress enjoying the success of a new hit comedy is Cheryl Lee Ralph. I talked with Cheryl recently about her longevity in Hollywood and her newest sitcom, Abbott Elementary.
Cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak! This is a classroom, not a hoagie stand.
Hoagie! We had it on the board.
Cheryl is back on our TVs, this time starring in ABC's new hit comedy, Abbott Elementary. It's getting a great response. Tell us about your character.
I play Barbara Howard, woman of God. She is the teacher you will never forget because you know that you meant something to her.
I didn't know doing this would cause all the power to go out.
Well, the power is not all out. It's on in some places and off in others.
Yeah, it's off in my room.
The show set in an underfunded school with a group of passionate and hilarious teachers.
I've got the best cast of people to work with. I get to do a show that helps you to laugh and then at the same time laugh through the struggle, through the pain, to get the message of what is important. And Quinta Brunson, who is our creator, our producer, our star of the show, is an absolute dream.
When it comes to dreams, Cheryl knows what she's talking about. Her career spanning over 40 years from Broadway to TV to movies.
We just lost Sidney Poitier, and Mr. Poitier gave me my very first job at 19 years old. It was a film called Piece of the Action. So when I think about where I was at 19 years old, fresh out of college, and where I am now, I thank God because I'm gonna be Betty White Black. Yes, I am.
Yes.
I'm going through every generation, and they're all going to have something to identify with me.
Cheryl also excited to return for the upcoming third season of the series, Motherland Fort Salem, a show centered around fierce female characters.
And respecting women, in raising up women, in putting women on a platform, all kinds of different women.
Catch up on Motherland Fort Salem, streaming now on Hulu. Abbott Elementary also streaming on Hulu and dropping new episodes Tuesdays on ABC. And for more information, visit seeher.com. Now to another actress who's been in the business for years and who's now branching out into producing, directing, and even podcast hosting. Here's our See Her Spotlight on Melissa Joan Hart.
Hey, I'm Melissa Joan Hart, and I'm Amanda Lee, and we're doing a podcast called What Women Binge.
She's been starring in shows we love to binge since she was a child star. Now Melissa is hosting a new female-centric podcast all about what she's binging.
Congrats on your new podcast, What Women Binge. How did you come up with the idea?
Oh my gosh, during the pandemic, and just in general, my girlfriends and I are always on these group texts saying, I need a new show to watch. What do you guys recommend? I need a book to read this summer, or on my vacation, or I'm going on a long car ride. I need a podcast to listen to. Any suggestions? And one of my friends was like, I'll make a spreadsheet. And I was like, I'll start an Instagram page. And then from the Instagram page, it was like, well, we should really just do this as a podcast.
It's everything I wanted as a little girl. Your wardrobe and your bedroom.
My room in Manhattan looked an awful lot like Clarissa's.
The podcast covering all forms of pop culture, including Melissa's many hits.
You've been on so many classic shows, from Clarissa to Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Melissa and Joey. Will they all be discussed on this podcast?
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna try to do so. We'll do all kinds of things. We'll have celebrities come in and talk about what they're into. My co-host Amanda Lee and I will talk about what we're into that week. We're just diving into it. We've done a few episodes and we can't wait to see where it takes us.
Bad news. I'm stuck at the office. I got called into an emergency budget negotiation.
Melissa's career also taking her behind the camera as a busy producer and director.
Since you started as a child actor, have you seen the business change for women and girls?
Absolutely. I'm directing, I think I direct more than I act now. So, in that way, we've really been able to break into the boys club. You watch back old shows. On Sabrina, I think we had maybe 3 female directors besides myself and my co-star Beth Broderick. I think maybe we had 3 total females in 163 episodes. I think I was raised in a generation of women that was like, I can do anything. I can be anyone, and I will be.
What Women Binge is available on all podcast platforms now. And for more information, visit seeher.com. Still to come.
It's really intense. And I have lots of tears to show for it.
Our emotional interview with the actress who's making Star Trek herstory. And later,
you're going to be choosing the gentleman that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Are you ready?
never been more ready.
Move over, Bridgerton. We're going back in time with the woman trying to find love the old-fashioned way. It's all ahead on Celebrity Page TV.
Fit Meals for You offers over 40 custom meals, including vegan meals or keto meals delivered fresh to your door. Owner Chef Joe Reck has worked with professional athletes and bodybuilders for over 25 years and knows what it takes to cook a healthy meal that tastes great. Fit Meal for You's fried chicken is one of the best in Las Vegas. Visit Fit Meals for You at 2101 South Decatur, just north of Sahara, or order your meal online and get it fresh to your door today at Fitmeals 4 on letteru.net. Fit Meals for You. Healthy has never been easier.
Closed captioning brought to you in part by...
Had enough? Arthritis. Here, new Aspercream arthritis. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation.
Kick pain in the Aspercream.
Check out even more of our stories on Instagram. Follow us at Celebrity Page TV. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Celebrity Page TV and our See Her special. Up next is the history-making captain from Star Trek Discovery. Here's our See Her spotlight on Sonequa Martin Green.
We are going where no one has gone before.
In its 55-year history, the Star Trek universe has never had a live-action African-American female captain until now.
Captain? Captain? Are you with us?
This season, actress Sonequa Martin Green is officially in charge on Star Trek Discovery.
It's so gorgeous. It's so monumental. It's so important. It's such a blessing. And just, it feels like a lot of things are coming to fruition with it.
We caught up with Sonequa and executive producer Michelle Paradise just moments after the official poster was unveiled at New York Comic-Con.
I mean, this is a little bit of a confession, but in the green room before we went out for the panel just earlier today, Michelle graciously showed me the key art for the first time. I hadn't seen it yet. And I had to hold back the tears. It's a lot, so you have to kind of, see, I'm gonna cry right now because I looked in your eyes. Yeah, it's a lot. It's incredible.
The future remains uncertain. But the captain in me knows anything is possible.
Sonequa not only inspiring viewers, but also her castmates and even another trailblazing Star Trek captain.
Well, it's pretty great, isn't it? It's pretty great. And I met her last night for the first time. She's absolutely lovely.
Even just like having Sonequa as a leader and like learning from her grace and from her strength and intelligence, it's been incredible to have so many models of what a strong, empowered, but still compassionate and generous and loving woman is.
We all know that visualization leads to actualization, and for all of us, just the way we're wired as humans, you know, a lot of times we have to see something, we have to envision it first before we can even embark on the journey. And so to be that, it's too much.
Ready when you are, Captain.
Let's fly.
Season 4 of Star Trek Discovery is streaming now on Paramount Plus. And for more information, visit seeher.com. The star of NBC's new hit reality show, The Courtship, is trending on CelebrityPage.com. Our social producer, Ricky Cornish, joins us with his new interview. Hey, Ricky.
Hey, Sonia. This new competition show is something out of a Jane Austen novel, all to see which suitor can win over Nicole's heart.
We're in a fairy tale, and I'm ready to fall in love.
Nicole Remy stepping back in time to find the man of her dreams.
Now, Nicole, people say chivalry is dead, but this show proves that's not the case.
Yeah, absolutely. We are bringing chivalry back. And I think it's so cool because we're taking this concept of a dating show, which we've seen before, but we're adding in this fun element of taking it back in time to when things were more romantic and chivalrous and people valued courting and, you know, your family is involved in the process. And they're not just courting me, they're courting my family. They have to win over multiple hearts and not just one.
You know, Nicole, I love that chivalry is back on this show, but it looks like there's some scandal as well.
I mean, have you seen the guys? They're hot, I'm gonna be honest. And there's 16 of them. And so of course you're gonna see drama. I mean, they're puffing out their chests, they're taking their shirts off. But it's exciting though, because I've never been in a situation like this. And so for me and my journey, learning how to navigate dating 16 guys, I'm just as nervous as they are. So you'll see a little bit of those steamy moments too. But I think it has it all.
The Courtship airs Wednesday nights on USA and streams on Peacock. For more trending stories, head to CelebrityPage.com.
Just ahead.
If there's something you want to do,
find a way to do it.
Rita Wilson is here taking us inside her movie with some of Hollywood's most iconic women. That's coming up on Celebrity Page TV.
Leaving me alone and hurt. Haven't I been good to you? Haven't I been sweet to you? Stop in the name of love. Baby, think it over. Think it over, baby. Stop in the name of love. Baby, think it over. You break my heart. Oh, stop.
The queen of entertaining is heading to the Strip. Here's today's Vegas headliners.
I have 150 acres that have to be planted.
HGTV fans have seen Martha Hart at work on her Bedford, New York farm. Now she's bringing that country living to Sin City. Martha opening her first ever restaurant called Bedford. It's coming to Paris, Las Vegas this spring. Welcome back. Have you adjusted yet to daylight saving time? Lifestyle expert Joanne Butler has some ideas that could help. Here's today's Hollywood Living.
Hi, thanks for having me. Well, a good night's sleep is absolutely crucial. And of course, it's important not only to fall asleep, but to stay asleep too. And this brand knows that, and also how important a good night's sleep is. It's ZzzQuil. They're the #1 sleep aid brand with non-habit forming sleep aids and supplements to help you fall asleep fast and wake up just feeling refreshed. Just go to ZzzQuil.com. Well, the mattress experts at Serta have a new Serta Arctic sleep system with advanced cooling technology that actually pulls heat away from the body so you can sleep more comfortably. Serta also has these cooling memory foam pillows, mattress protectors, and sheets that all work together to help regulate your temperature. Visit Serta.com and select retailers on that. Now let's talk comfy jammies. This is so important to me, and I am just loving this brand that I'm wearing right now called JJ Unbelievably comfortable, super cute loungewear that's just so soft and cozy. It just feels like it's hugging you. I'm wearing the dress and robe right now. This is sleepwear that you can just wake up and go in. JJWinks.com. And there you have it. Happy Sleep Month to you.
The tumultuous breakup of Prince and the Revolution headlines breaking the band on Reels. Here's your first look.
When the band finally returns to Minneapolis, yet more rifts threaten to destabilize the Revolution. Brown Mark has finally had enough of being completely controlled by Prince. March 31st, 1986. Prince releases the album Parade. It will be the last to feature the Revolution. Parade will go platinum by June. July 2nd, 1986. With Parade hitting #3 in the Billboard Top 200, Prince's movie Under the Cherry Moon is released, and despite its platinum-selling soundtrack, it's a dud.
We'll be watching Breaking the Band Sunday, April 3rd on Reels. When we come back,
female director, female producers, about women, written by women.
The project that brought Hollywood's leading ladies together, next on Celebrity Page TV.
We know what it feels like to be unhappy and unhealthy, and we want to help you get to happy and healthy. We have nutrition programs, we have personal training, boot camp classes, CrossFit classes, and excellent coaching to help you get to where you want to be. But the best part of it is that we start by sitting down with you one-on-one, and we talk about your goals, and we talk about your life's journey so far, and it's a free meeting where we figure out your life plan together. You're finally going to have help becoming the happiest and healthiest you can be.
Get your entertainment headlines as they happen. Follow us on Twitter at Celebrity Page TV. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Celebrity Page TV. We're closing out our See Her special with filmmaker Eleanor Coppola. You probably recognize her last name. We talked with her and actresses Rita Wilson and Rosanna Arquette about their recent film Love is Love is Love. Here's our See Her spotlight.
I'm so proud of my family, my wife of 48 years, Eleanor, who's here.
For years, she was the woman behind the famous family.
Thanks to my mom for always encouraging us to try to make art.
Watching her daughter and husband take home Oscars.
To Mom and all of us who love her.
But now it's Eleanor Coppola who's in the spotlight, directing and writing Love is Love is Love.
It's 3 short pieces that the underlying theme is love of some sort.
long relationships or a longtime friend. That's really the basis of it.
I bet a lot of us have unresolved stuff with our moms. I know I do.
Among the 3 stories in the film is one about a group of women who gather together after the death of their friend. The cast includes Rosanna Arquette and Rita Wilson.
And I think what Eleanor did was she represented and she saw a lot of women in mature relationships, and not just women, men, but in our particular story, women. There's not enough of those stories. I want to see more of those. You know, our business can tend to be very ageist in a way, and I'd like to see more of those stories.
To be able to have another experience like this where it's a women director with all about women, you don't give up on what your dreams are.
Our kids are gone. We're both retired. We have to course correct. And if your idea of doing that is getting a girlfriend, you just go for it.
Not only are the stories in the film about women pursuing their passions, but so is Eleanor's real-life experience directing the film in her 80s.
We get fearless. You say, what do I want to do before I die? What's left that I want to try? It's been so thrilling to see the evolution over my lifetime of the generations that feel like they can go for it and women are doing more and more. It's just great.
It's time for you to choose your life.
The film is available on demand now. For the entire team, I'm Sonia Isabelle. Thanks so much for joining us for this special episode. We'll see you next week here. And of course, we always have you covered on celebritypage.com for your daily trending stories.